Hello my friends on Patreon. Hello again. As always, gotta start by saying thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all very much for supporting me in my mission to bring real comprehensible English to the Spanish-speaking world. Thank you guys. Today I bring you another advanced English video. And in this video I am going to talk about something that has always been really interesting for me. Maybe a lot of people think it's kind of a weird topic, but it's always been something that I like to read about, to watch videos about, listen to podcasts about, okay? Today I'm going to talk about conspiracy theories, okay? What is a conspiracy theory? A conspiracy theory is a conspiracy, okay? And it means that there is a group of people, usually very powerful people like government, or religious leaders, or a big group of powerful people who are trying to hide something that happened or hide a truth from us, the normal people, okay? That's what a conspiracy theory is, and there are some conspiracy theories that you hear them and you're like, yeah, that's probably not a conspiracy theory, that's probably just true, okay? And then there's some that you're like, oh, that's pretty crazy, that's just some weirdos in their basements making up some weird stuff to say on the internet. So, today I'm going to read several different conspiracy theories and tell you guys what I think about them, what I think, whether I think they are true or false, whether I think they really happened, okay? I'm going to give you guys some good English input today, advanced level like I would talk with my friends about weird topics like this. And maybe you'll learn something interesting. The first conspiracy theory that we are going to talk about today is that there are a lot of people who think that the moon landing, when the United States, NASA landed on the moon, they think that that was fake, okay? Now, why would we fake that? Because the US was basically having a Cold War with Russia, and it was this big contest to see who could have the better technology, who could advance further, who could get into space first, okay? It was a big contest. So the people who believed that the moon landing was faked, they believed that we shot that moon landing with a camera in a film studio, okay? And none of it was real. And they think we did that to show the world, oh, look at us, we're America, we got there first, we beat Russia. Okay. What do I think about this one? I absolutely think that we made it to the moon, okay? And I think this because I think the technology that we have is much better than what we know about, okay? So I have no doubt that the most brilliant minds on Earth can shoot a rocket to the moon. And also, my man Elon Musk, he has said that that is a completely false conspiracy theory, and I tend to trust Elon Musk. I think that he is he's obviously a rich and powerful person, but he stands for the truth, in my opinion. And I think as far as space goes, and knowing about space, I don't think there's really anybody else who knows more about space than that man and the team that surrounds him. So I trust what he says, that we have been to the moon. The second conspiracy theory is that the United States government, or more specifically the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, killed JFK, or John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who was an American president. Okay, and along with Abraham Lincoln, my favorite president, JFK, John Kennedy, was one of 4 American presidents to have been assassinated or killed, okay? JFK was murdered. It was a huge news topic. It was a very sad day in American history. A lot of Americans loved JFK. They loved him. He was a very popular president, okay? And the conspiracy theory is that the secret factions of the government, okay, the secret hidden powers that are even more powerful than the president, they had him killed because he was not going along with their plans, okay? JFK really cared about the people, and he was not one of them just trying to be power hungry and hide things from the American people. Do I think that this one is true? Very possibly, okay? I have no doubt that there are agencies in the government that if they don't like you, they will kill you. I have no delusions that the American government is higher than that morally, okay? So I believe that it is completely possible that JFK was murdered by the CIA because he was not going along with their plans. Do I think it's true? Not necessarily, because I have no idea, okay? I have no idea, but it would not surprise me even a little bit to know that it was true, okay? Because I think there are some truly evil people who are in the government and the very high, powerful levels of the world government and the organizations that control the world, okay? I think there's some really bad people in there. So that one would not surprise me at all. The next one is that the earth is flat, okay? There are some people who online are called flat earthers, okay? And these people say that the earth is not a globe, it is not a sphere. It is flat, level plane, okay? And they say things like, well, we don't have any pictures from space showing the earth as a ball, okay? And they they have all these different theories about why the earth is actually flat, and certain things about how you can see so far before you should be able to see the curvature of the earth if you were up high enough. Things like that, okay? This one I do not believe at all. I think the earth is a sphere, as science says, and I have no reason whatsoever to believe that the earth is flat. And I can't think of any reason why it would help the powerful people to tell us that the earth was round when it was actually flat. So this one doesn't strike me as realistic, because why would they lie about that? I don't see how it benefits anybody. Now, I did see an interesting conspiracy theory video that the earth is flat, okay? And past Antarctica is actually other continents that we don't know about, we can't go to, and it's actually like aliens that live there, okay? Now, I do not believe this at all, but it was interesting to listen to. Bigfoot, Pie Grande, Sasquatch. Bigfoot is real, okay? Bigfoot is a giant, tall, hairy, humanoid creature, alright? And there are some people who think that this creature exists in the deep forest of the United States and other parts of the world. I don't know that they think this is actually something that's being hidden, or they just believe that this creature exists and has not been proven. You know, this one is kind of like, maybe it could be real. Maybe there is some type of creature that we don't really know about in the deep, deep, deep forest. But then again, why have we never found bodies? Why is there no real evidence, okay? But the only reason I say that it could possibly be true is because there are millions of people throughout history who have said they have seen it. There are some voice recordings of some strange sounds. People have pictures of giant footprints. Okay? There's no solid evidence, but I don't think that Bigfoot is real. But if you tell me that you think it's real, I'm not going to call you crazy or make fun of you for that one, okay? If you tell me you think the earth is flat, maybe I'll mess with you a little bit. But I think Bigfoot being real is a lot more realistic than the flat earth theory. And, you know, I kind of hope it is, because I want there to be mysteries in this world. I want there to be adventures and things we don't know about that we can discover in the future, okay? I don't want to live in a world where we know everything. I want new and exciting information to emerge, okay? So, maybe Bigfoot's real, sure. Could be. Okay, next. They say Apollo 17 was not the last moon mission. So Apollo 17 is supposedly the last time that the United States sent a rocket to the moon, sent astronauts to the moon. What people who believe in this conspiracy theory say is that we have been going back and forth this whole time and just not telling the people. And the deep theory here is that when we went to the moon, we encountered extraterrestrials, okay? There's an extraterrestrial base, an alien base on the moon. And we've been in contact with them, working with them, going back and forth this whole time. What do I think about this one? You know, I do believe that extraterrestrials could be real. I think it's possibly likely that they do exist in some form, somewhere. I do think it's quite possible that the governments know about it and don't tell us. But I'm kind of indifferent as to whether there could be an alien base on the moon, okay? I think it's more likely that we went to the moon and there just was not really a whole lot of interesting things there that we could do experiments on. There weren't any valuable minerals, perhaps. There was not gold and silver. If there was gold on the moon, you best believe that we would have been back. Or if there was oil, we would have been back, okay? So this one is completely possible that we've been going to the moon and it's just completely top secret. But I don't think it's because we found aliens there and there's some sort of weird alien government scheme going on, okay? But so I don't know. Could be. Okay, next is that 5G, the cell service, okay, from the big towers. 5G can cause cancer and COVID-19, okay? This one, I completely disagree with. Now, I do think that all of the electric appliances and technology that we're surrounded with, I think it's possible that these things can affect us with the electromagnetic waves and electricity in the air, all the radio waves, all these things. I think it is quite possible that that could do something to our chemistry, and it's possibly not good. But I do not think that this is a plan to give the people cancer and COVID, because these towers are around where rich people work too, okay? They're close enough to where rich people live, okay? So these powerful people would not be putting a weapon where it could hurt them and their families as well. That's why I don't agree with this one. I do think we would be a lot healthier if we did not have all this technology. Whether that's a mental thing or it's actually a physical thing from the radiation that is being emitted off of these devices, I don't know. But I do not think that those 5G towers are a weapon to give us cancer and COVID. Okay, airplane exhaust trails, like that, are filled with chemicals, okay? This one is just like the 5G towers, okay? Rich and powerful people breathe the same air that we breathe, okay? They would not poison themselves like that, okay? If the powerful elites wanted to hurt normal people and poor people, they would put poison inside of things like McDonald's, inside of Coca-Cola, inside of garbage food that only poor people eat, because rich people who have chefs and pay big money to be healthy are not eating that stuff. It's just normal people, okay? So if they wanted to attack us, the normal people, they would not do it in a way that would hurt them as well. So I do not believe that one. Okay, and the last one, that the COVID-19 vaccine had a tracking chip in it, okay? This one I also don't believe. I do not agree whatsoever with how they handled COVID. I think they handled it terribly. I think it was one of the worst things that has ever been done in history, is the way they handled it, because the mental health problems that us being closed and being constantly exposed to fear in the media was much worse than the actual virus, in my opinion. And I completely understand that there are people who were affected and lost loved ones. I'm sorry about that. I do not mean to take away from that pain and experience whatsoever. My problem is with how the government handled the situation, okay? I think that was terrible. And I don't think that people should be forced to do anything. That being said, they don't have to put chips inside of us, guys. We all carry one in our pockets at all times, okay? You don't think that they are listening to us and watching us through this? They don't need to shoot a chip in your arm. They already got us, guys. Alright, I hope that this video was entertaining. I hope you got some good English. Thank you, guys. Thank you for supporting me on here. I appreciate it so much. If there is ever anything that any of you would like to see on the Patreon, please tell me, and I will be more than happy to make it for you. Alright guys, como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos